I'm here at the Crystal River site in Crystal River, Florida, and behind me is the burial mound. The mound is shaped, has an outer ring of earth, and then in the center of the mound is another central pile of earth, creating a symbol known as the circumpunct or circled dot. Among the Maya, that symbol is also a star symbol, but the Maya believed that the souls of the dead went to the stars upon death, and so here we have a burial mound that is in the shape of a star symbol, which is consistent with Mayan religious beliefs. Within this burial mound were found many unique pieces of pottery. One of the pieces of pottery, researchers in the Maya world call this type of pottery mammiform tetrapods, which just means breast-shaped 4 feet. And this type of pottery looks like a human breast with 4 tiny feet on the bottom of the pot. This type of pottery is unique to the Maya, and it was only produced by them during a very short period of time between 0 AD and 250 AD. And this type of pottery in the Maya world was only found in burials. Well, here at Crystal River site, we also have several mammiform tetrapod pots here, and they also were found date between the years 0 and 250 AD and were only found in the burial mound. So both in the Maya world and here at Crystal River, you have the exact same type of pottery made during the same time period and found in the same context in burials. So I believe that's a very strong connection to the Maya. There were also other pottery found at this site. There was pottery with what I believe are Mayan glyphs on it. The Maya had several glyphs for Venus, and one of those glyphs was cross-shaped with 4 circles in the corners, the inside corners of the cross. And that was one of their Mayan Venus glyphs. And there was also another one that was diamond-shaped with the 4 circles on the outside of the diamond, and then another Mayan Venus glyph that took those 2 ideas and combined them into one. They took the cross-shaped, and then in the center of the cross placed the diamond. Well, here at Crystal River, we have found several pots from this burial mound that have the Mayan Venus glyph on it. One pot, on the bottom of the pot, you have the cross-shaped Mayan Venus glyph with the 4 circles on the inside corners of the cross. But you also have a second version right on the same bottom of the pot. Some artisan connected the outside arms of the cross to create a diamond, and then outside that diamond they created an additional 4 circles, therefore creating the second version of the Mayan glyph. Now on that same piece of pottery, on the outside of the pottery, you see these flint knife symbols on the outside of the pottery. On the top of the pot, there's another cross-shaped Mayan Venus glyph, and each arm of the cross ends with one of these flint blades, creating thus a flint knife appearance. The Maya believed in their worldview, they associated Venus with flint knives and said its rays were like flint knives or spears with flint points at the end. So here you have a pot with 2 Mayan Venus glyphs on it, also with flint knives around, which is also consistent with Maya beliefs. So that's another connection to the Maya. There's a pottery fragment also that has been found here, and there's enough of the fragment remaining that is easily recreated, because we know this type of pottery, which is called Swift Creek Complicated Stamped, it had both vertical and horizontal symmetry. So if you have enough of the fragment, you can easily recreate the design. And so I took the fragment, I duplicated it both vertically and horizontally, and what it produced was a cross-shaped symbol with a diamond inside. That's another exact duplicate of a Mayan Venus glyph. So you have 3 of the Mayan Venus glyphs on here, on pottery that was found in this burial mound behind me. More importantly, the archaeologists who researched this pottery said that the clay that these specific pots were made from is not found here anywhere in the peninsular Florida area. So where did this pottery come from? Who was making it? Where was it coming from? So that's really, a question that really needs to be looked into to really decide, what this site really is. The pottery that was found in this burial mound behind me with the Venus glyphs is very consistent with Mayan belief. So they were found in a burial mound that was shaped like a Mayan star symbol, and the pots themselves have Mayan Venus glyphs on them. So it's all consistent with Mayan beliefs. The Maya associated religious ideas with Venus because Venus throughout the year, it starts as the evening star, and then it stays the evening star for several months, and then it disappears for 50 some odd days, and then reappears as the morning star, rising just before the sunrise. And so among the Maya, they use this as sort of a religious allegory to represent life, death, and then rebirth. So the fact that these Mayan glyphs were found in a star-shaped burial mound is sort of consistent with Mayan beliefs that Venus is associated with life, death, and rebirth. And so the context in which these pottery with the symbols were found is completely consistent with Mayan beliefs.